Well, I made it to Scotland, and I'm staying at the Haddington Place Youth Hostel. This is a place that's just outside of the central part of the city. The hostel is for people of all ages, of course. You can see now, or look outside my window. The hostel is simple, but very clean and very adequate. Now, you may wonder how I get around. Sometimes by taxi, but mostly I take the bus. The public transportation system here is very excellent. I can take the bus, the tram, the train. You're seeing a picture of one of the larger stations downtown, but mostly I walk. Up hills, down hills. I've never done so much walking in my entire life. Maybe I'll be healthier for it. I certainly hope so. I wanted to share with you that I've had two real problems this week, and both of them have eaten up a lot of time that I would rather have spent seeing more of Edinburgh. The first is a really stupid mistake on my part, and I hope that Dr. Thompson is not watching this. I took everything that I needed, but drove off without taking the insulin out of the refrigerator and realized it somewhere over the Atlantic Ocean when there was nothing I could do about it. So when I got here, I tried to do different things. They wouldn't accept a prescription written from an American doctor, even though Blue Cross and Blue Shield said they would. They said I had to get a prescription from a doctor here in Scotland. And I thought, oh mercy, this will never happen. I'll be back in the States before I get an appointment with the doctor. And I have to say that when I called the national number for the National Health Service, 111 it is, they were very concerned for my situation. They took it seriously, and they called several doctors trying to find one that could see me that day. They found one. I went to see her. She was a wonderful doctor. I had a great visit with her. She wrote the prescriptions that I needed, and that should have taken care of it, but the pharmacies were small here. The pharmacy didn't carry all the medication that I needed, and so it took a few days for that to get in. But I have to say that I was very impressed with the National Health Service here. So that problem was solved. The second problem, and this comes as no surprise to anyone, the second problem was more a matter of technology. I have three things that I want to talk to each other: my smartphone, my new iPad — my smartphone is not an Apple — and my new fancy schmancy GoPro camera. No, GoPro, stop. GoPro, stop. GoPro, turn off. GoPro, stop filming. The GoPro camera is really cool. You can talk to it and tell it to do different things, and as long as you say it right, I don't know if it has moods or not, but as long as you say it right, it'll do what you tell it to do. And as you'll see in a moment, I clearly have not got that mastered. Well, in any case, these technological matters and the medical matters absorbed a lot of my time this week, at time I would rather have spent seeing more of Edinburgh. But in any case, I went down to the local Apple store, and they also were just a tremendous help. I signed up for a couple of classes that helped me to improve on the finer points of what I needed to know, and this cost me absolutely nothing, so I was very impressed with that also. And a really interesting point, the guy that helped me the most and taught two of the classes that I took, his name is Jack, he grew up as an acolyte in the Episcopal Church in Shetland, where I will be visiting this coming week. And he and I had all kinds of conversation around the Episcopal churches, and he didn't remember quite exactly what Episcopal meant. Maybe he didn't pay attention in Sunday school, but he's asked me to go back to his church he grew up in and to say hello to them. So I will be glad to do that for him. I'm flying out for Shetland in a day or so, and I'd like to ask you to pray for me. There are more videos that are in process, and the next one is going to be on food. By the way, the little piece of organ music at the very end of these vlogs was the postlude from the Sunday before I left, and that piece is called Scotland the Brave. GoPro, stop recording.